Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium and I've been hit by it too.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. Well, plenty argue, Jim, that Lothar Matthäus is the complete footballer. Do you think so?
Yeah, he's a goal-scoring number 10 and a sweeper all in one. That's a pretty unique skill set. His career is all about leadership, glory and superb character.
And not a few goals, actually.
Yeah, of course.
Now it's Roberto Baggio. They're urging him to shoot. Oh, shooting chance! Bellingham. Oh, super find. Mbappe, he's through on goal here. And that was very necessary. Roberto Baggio. He is through here. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Perez. Battling for the right to play in the early stages. Now it's Mbappe. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Now there's a fine ball. Big chance! There it is! The first significant strike. His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
And his manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay they've been working on in training, and it came off beautifully.
Nepal have fired themselves in front.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game. Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Can he get it through? Roberto Baggio. Oh, tries! And it's in! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Nepal are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Oh, I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
Half an hour played now. Now who's going to be first to this? Now this could be a chance. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Matthäus conjures time and space where few can. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Rijkaard. Nepal are in need of a lift as we head up towards the break. Nepal do have a chance to counter here. He's shifting through the gears here. Neymar! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. A quite incredible spell. They are flying. It looked as though it'd gone too wide. He wasn't having that, though, and somehow he found the angle.
Peter, you have to have a certain imagination to produce the incredible, and that was incredible.
A case now of complete control. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Matthäus, Schlotterbeck promptly onto that, and that is that. Juve.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Cruyff. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. Well, I don't think many people saw this coming ahead of kick-off. So that was the first half, and we will be back with the second half shortly.
Please be reminded that drinking is only allowed in the areas shown on this map. Thank you very much for your cooperation.
Substitution on the field. Number 9, Mbappe. Number 10,
We're on the move
Perez.
again.
Number 7,
Nepal decide to shake things up. There
Coming
has
on the
been a
field.
change in personnel.
Number 20, Filippo Inzaghi.
Costa
Number
Curta
21,
calmly anticipates.
Number 6,
Nepal
De
different
Bruyne.
to some extent this half. Details of the changes to come soon.
Well, I think it's the perfect time to make a change.
Rijkaard kept his eye on it, and he's there. No way through there. Cruyff has found the net here, of course. It's a pretty loose pass. Cruyff. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
And that is expertly dealt with. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped. There's no doubt it's a long way back, but they can at least give us something to believe the gap might be closed.
Now it's Cruyff, and now the breakaway. Cruyff. Costa Curta gets in to thwart him. And it's Cáceres. And here's Cruyff. Very nicely done. Costa Curta wins the duel this time. Knocks it into space. Oh, that's well spotted. Now it's Neymar. Now that looks a decent ball. Chance! Oh, brilliant save.
Nepal certainly looks sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking. There's a defensive height advantage here, Peter, but of course it's not guaranteed to work.
Yeah, they need to be thinking in terms of guile, deception, don't they? And he's managed to get rid. Cruyff. Aimed beyond the... There's the shot! And the keeper threw out a limb.
I just wonder what was on his mind there. Should have put his foot right through it.
Corner number 2 then. And that should get the job done. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now that's well seen too. Just about up to 75 minutes. Mateus tries to play it through. And it's Cruyff. De Bruyne. And it's Bellingham. And that interception was most necessary. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Neymar. Cruyff. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Has a look up and delivers.
Well played and well cleared.
Hazard makes a dash for it, threads one in. Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, that's a dangerous ball. Neymar, and they can counter here. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Zanetti makes a move down the right. Roberto Baggio. A dangerous raider down the right-hand side. Hazard. And that will be the final act. Nepal cannot spin this any other way. They came up against opponents who were thrilling, at times unplayable, who simply brushed them off.
Just a quick announcement.
So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Well, look, it was very one-sided. Their players didn't turn up for the first half, and then it all went downhill.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it. Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. Well, I'm Peter Drury and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. Giorgio Chiellini, Jim. Now there is a defender who loves to defend.
Yeah, and he's a very capable one too. I mean, this guy is all about courage, physicality, athleticism, about as hard as they come. Although I personally like to see him paired up with some ball-playing defenders. His distribution is decent, but you want him to focus on the main task, which is defending, and that he loves.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Schlotterbeck. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Cruyff. So, Jim, what has caught your eye in these early exchanges?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of
Bellingham! He is desperate to get on the score sheet, but not this time.
Nepal really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue.
He's a sharp little ball here. Oh, well played, well played. Bellingham. Hazard. Kimmich running with the ball. Now it's Cruyff. Oh, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Could move up a gear here. Still goalless at the moment. Wan-Bissaka. Strong running down that left flank. Is there anything? It's Hazard! Eden Hazard! That is a beautiful thing! A finish of true class! And there is your opener. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish. So we have the first goal.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
Nepal already with the upper hand and looking to turn it into something close to dominance. Yamal. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Steaming on goalwards. Lovely feet. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And this is Neymar. Oh, this is a great position. He's had a shot! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Oh, cracking ball. Mateus! Oh, that was no routine save.
Mateus clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper. There's a defensive height advantage here, Peter, but of course it's not guaranteed to work.
Yeah, they've got to find a way around this huge height disadvantage. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Bellingham. He is just caressing the ball. He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. Ferry did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And it's Hazard. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. And the referee has signalled for half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
All the best for members
Nepal go in at half-time with a 1-0 lead.
I thought that was a decent 45 minutes of football. Plenty of signs that both managers can take a lot of encouragement from. I would say the mood is neither overly negative nor positive. You still have to approach this like it's 0-0.
Nepal can be fairly satisfied then. It's so far so good for them, and it's 1-0 at the break. And we are back on the way. Nepal, and a chance! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Might be danger here. It's Neymar! And yes, it's there! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Nepal restore parity.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Nepal come out of the tunnel having undergone a change at half-time.
Well, we're certainly going to see a change in personnel. We'll see if the system changes with it.
And here's Schneider. Zakaria cuts out the pass. Great vision. Schneider! Oh, split-second reaction.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Deftly away. Nepal have the chance to go the other way. Haaland, real, and the finish! Nepal claim it back to much approval. Jude. Nepal perhaps contemplating their next change here. And here's Neymar. Neymar, he has found the way through. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Ooh, perfectly measured that. Shapes to shoot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Mbappe really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
It's their second corner of the game. Ferry can get it clear. And he's there to clear it. Yamal. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And here's Schneider.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to go.
Nepal can breathe again, just.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Has a look up and delivers.
Well played and well cleared.
That's destined for the flank. Schneider showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out.
Nepal clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
And here's Schneider. On net, it's Schneider! And no, he couldn't find the finish.
Well, we could be headed for a scenario in which next goal is the winner. That chance could have been it too.
So, third corner of the game.
Substitution on the field. Number 9, Mbappe. Number 4, El Hadj Diouf. Number 7, Yamal. Coming on the field, number 20.
Cleared without hesitation.
Number 18, Ferran Torres.
And now they can
Number
spring out of
13,
defence.
Olise.
Shoots! And it's in! Into the lead once more. And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Nepal have their lead.
Yeah, all their effort pays off in the end. It just took that extra bit of dynamism to get them the goal they craved.
Knocks it into space. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. And it's Cruyff. Caceres tries to play it through. Neymar plays it in. Cruyff! And it's been hooked away. And he's managed to gift it back.
Nepal really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks.
And the shot! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Nepal get their fourth corner. Out of play for a goal kick. Olise gathers from the goal kick. Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes. Threads one in. It's a promising position. Berry. Neymar. That is good alertness. And there goes the final whistle. Well, that was good. A terrific advertisement for attacking football. Both sides glad to trade blows, to set out always only to win. And it came down to one decisive
And now,
moment.
Please turn towards the screen for
Well,
a
how will we
special
look back on that?
presentation
Well,
featuring
Peter,
our
this
guest
was probably
performers
more
today.
slugfest than a game of football, but I actually found it very enjoyable. A game that was constantly on the edge as both sides went full pelt.
Welcome to those who have joined us all here
Hello,
on a
everybody,
beautiful,
and
clear
welcome to
evening.
today's
The
match.
conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game. It's Jim Beglin.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So we're very much on the way now. So Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, Peter, a team spine so often starts with Manuel Neuer. The moniker of sweeper keeper often hides another strength of his, which is his distribution, one that always puts his teammates on a positive footing.
He would be the obvious choice, wouldn't he? He certainly has all the right qualities. Tries to play it through. Threads one in. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Perez getting forward. Joe! And Neuer pulls off a sensational save!
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Tries a shot! Oh, he's been caught napping! Nepal have the chance to go the other way. And here's Perez. Tries to pass it through. Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. Good ball, good take. We expected better, and so did he. He has a look up. He is through. Shot at goal! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
It's their second corner of the game. Getting up there! Crossbar comes to the rescue. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Bellingham, there he goes, motoring forward. Bellingham receives it in a good position here. And it's Perez. Oh, good play on the left-hand side here. That's very neat. Tries to cross, he leaps for it! Oh, needed to be more decisive in the end.
Well, it's a shame it ended up a little wasteful. They had the perfect opportunity to break away, and then they go and do that. It's got to be a quicker transition.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Well timed, excellent interception. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
And that is well cleared. And he's there to retrieve it. Wan-Bissaka. Rijkaard is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. And he's there to get it away. Lovely pass, but can he get there? That is good alertness. Rijkaard works it forward. Juve. Driving on and making good progress. Schlotterbeck kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. And a goal here would be the ultimate pick-me-up just before the break. Looking to play him in. Mateus. Look at the space. Big chance! It's there!
I think this is a very welcome time for a goal, Peter. There was a momentary drop-off into defence, and he was just too good a player to miss that. A special talent has given us all a very special memory.
Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
It's beautiful poise. I mean, most players in that position, I think, would probably fluff that, but not this fella.
Nepal have penetrated for the first time.
Well, I think the managers are going to have to scrap whatever they had in mind for the half-time team talks. One has got to tone it up now, and the other has to tone it down.
Now it's Mbappe. Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
Please take this
Nepal
opportunity to
currently
pay a visit to
behind
our official
by
store,
1-0
where
at the break.
Today's match are now available.
Well, obviously, things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon.
Substitution on the field. Number 9, Mbappe. Number 4, El Diouf. Number 10.
Gets us going once more.
Coming on the field.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Cruyff. Dani Olmo can so cleverly bypass the press. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Nepal do appear to have made a half-time change.
Well, I'm assuming that this is going to end up as a tactical change, Peter.
Cruyff. Nepal are looking to break at pace. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Encourage the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Now it's Neymar. He won't be happy with that one. Oh, super ball. Shapes to shoot! And he's really put himself on the line here.
There's a defensive height advantage here, Peter, but of course it's not guaranteed to work.
Absolutely, they're certainly not as big as those trying to stop them. And now they can spring out of defence. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Nepal are very much in the game and matching the opposition for chances.
Mateus, who's set up 1 goal so far. And here's Inzaghi. And here's Bellingham.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
This is a really front-footed approach.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Ferry did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Now it's Neymar. Nepal do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Rijkaard. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Dani Olmo. Aimed beyond the defence.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Bellingham. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Cruyff running with intent. Yamal, the man with the tools to make a difference here. Time is running out here.
Well, I like to see, Peter, that they haven't given up yet, so the spirit burns on.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Diouf.
Nepal can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
Mateus. Passing is crisp and sharp. And the pass is intercepted. Can he get on the end of this? Now it's Roberto Baggio. No way through. They knocked and knocked, but there is time for no more. Quite a game, and one that was always on a knife edge until the very final whistle. No shortage of endeavour, effort, at times effervescence, but just one goal to show for all of that.
Celebrating their birthdays today.
So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Well, I hate to sound too harsh, Peter, but that was poor. I mean, devoid of ideas, devoid of guile, devoid of cohesion, and ultimately devoid of any real fight. It just wasn't a great watch.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening. So we're all back together again, fresh still in our minds,
Hello,
those
everybody,
memories,
and
the
welcome
unbelievable
to today's
highs, the
match.
unforgettable lows. And as the sides return to cross swords for the first time again, we just remind ourselves of the magic of this game. This is what it does to you. It keeps bringing you back, no matter what. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. Flashes it across. Can he spark a counter here? Now it's Torres. Takes a shot! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
He doesn't look too happy with that. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
This guy, Declan Rice, is a player I really rate. With him, you get exactly what it says on the box. A workhorse defensive midfielder who likes to stay in the deeper part of midfield, knowing his primary job is to make sure he shuts down any build-up play in that area.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. Now it's Torres. Perez has it in a wide position. He's picked his way through. Has crossed into the middle. Punched away. And they're quick to get it back. And it's Perez. He's having a shot! It's in! You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
The keeper might have been a little unsighted. He seemed awfully late in reacting to that.
After 27 minutes is number 9, Erling Haaland. Erling Haaland. Erling Haaland.
You felt it was coming. 1-0.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to...
Takes a shot! It's in! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! An opportunist strike, but he'll take it. He will own it.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that. But you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
Nepal are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
I think there's been a greater menace to...
Towering header! Well, that's a fair try, but just off target.
Fernando Torres certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
Passes coming off in quick succession here. Now that's well seen too. De Bruyne, chance here to counter. And it's De Bruyne. De Bruyne looking to add to his goal. Great vision.
That's a shame because it was such a good decision.
Knocks it into space.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
And he's in on goal. It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. And the referee has signalled for half-time. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Nepal really did kick on after getting that first goal. Could they have gone another one and killed the game off completely? Possibly. But as long as they can keep up the intensity, maintain the purpose levels, I think they'll get another chance soon enough.
Nepal sitting pretty here. 2 goals putting them into the driving seat. The second half is up and running. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball...
Haaland! And needless to say, that deserved better.
Haaland deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Now it's Haaland. Fernando Torres being given no time to... And there's the shot! And the keeper couldn't hold it. Yes! And they are disappearing out of sight. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, you might think I'm being a bit harsh, Peter, but I just can't help the feeling that the keeper should have done a better job. Full stop.
Nepal find a position of real strength now. Haaland threads one in, and the shot! Well, now it's a race for the ball, and that is well cleared.
Substitutions taking place.
That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. He'll try to keep this alive. And now they can spring out of defence. Some resolute defending there. Now it's Haaland. And this is Torres. And he's straight offside. Rice, and it's Fernando Torres. Now it's Perez. Lovely bit of skill. Now then, the ball's come loose. He is just caressing the ball. Cross, oh, great leap! Final touch was poor.
I think he did really well to get the shot away, to be honest, given how much pressure he was under at the time.
Substitution in progress.
Now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
Played into space. The less said about that pass, the better.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Now it's De Bruyne. Now there's a fine ball. Ljungberg. Perez. And the ball is out of play. Tries to pass it through. And it's Moran. Some good work on the right flank here, and he's managed to get free. De Bruyne.
There will be 5 minutes added time.
That's a good ball out wide. Can he latch on to this? And that is expertly dealt with. Could move up a gear here. It's a good foot in there. And that's a foul. A simple decision for the referee. Moran. And the referee brings it to a close. Well, that was a shimmering, sizzling, scintillating game. The key characters glittered throughout. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. There's the whistle. So, Jim, tell me this. Who are you looking for in particular here?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe. There's nothing more frightening for a defender when he's running at you at full speed. He gets into a stride so quickly and seems to just glide across the turf. But when the goal's in front of him, he's also got that cool head that's required to pick a spot and finish everything off.
Yeah, hard to see past him. He'll be looking to put on a show, I'm certain of that. Bellingham. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. He's picked his way through. Yamal. Zakaria did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
He's going to be disappointed with that.
Yeah, I've had a quick review of what we've seen so far, and I can confirm we're in a shot-free zone.
And it's Messi. That pass just didn't quite work. And that is well cleared. Great vision. Yamal. Yamal will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And they're quick to get it back. Nedved can see things others simply cannot. While facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. The movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And this is Messi. He's being urged. Bellingham! Nearly, but not quite. There's no such thing as a bad time to score, but this would sure be a good time. Half-time getting close now. Juve. Perez. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Rijkaard. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And the referee says that is that for the first half. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment.
And a quick
Reflections on the
reminder
first
today,
half?
everybody, to
Well, it's been
make
nothing
sure to
but
put any
frustration,
litter in the
really,
bins
Peter.
provided.
I think the team
Thank
as a
you for
whole
your
has to take
cooperation.
more risks, but they really need to up their quality too.
Well, generally speaking, an entertaining half. Lack of goals a notable thing, but that's not to say it hasn't been very watchable.
Substitution on the field. Number 5, Messi. Coming on the field
We get things
is
going again.
number 25,
Nepal
Johan Cruyff.
really can count themselves lucky not to be behind at half-time. Couldn't really work out what they were trying to do, actually. Letting themselves get dominated like that, it's very confusing.
Nepal come out this half somewhat altered.
Well, we're certainly going to see a change in personnel. We'll see if the system changes with it.
That pass has been well intercepted. Luis Suarez.
Drop.
And the finish! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. It's a searching pass and he was quick to react. Bangladesh are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
It's a good run he's making out on the left. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And here's Bellingham. Bellingham cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here.
Substitution on the field. Number 13, Nedved. Number 7, Bellingham. Number 15, Suarez. Number 9, Mbappe. Coming on the field.
Oh, he's been caught
number
napping.
6,
Flashes it across.
Number 20.
It should be the goalkeepers, and it is.
Number 20, Dembele.
Scholes.
Number 11.
Well seen,
Neymar.
saw that coming.
He read that
Substitution in
really
progress.
well and stopped it.
Now it's David, engages and forces him off the ball. And this is Inzaghi.
Nepal really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Oh, beautifully shaped ball.
Well, it's very much looking like this might be destined for a scoreless outcome.
And he was alert to it. Nicely aimed pass. Zakaria gets across to intercept that. That's been cut out, well played. And it's Scholes. Aimed beyond the defence.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
And that's that. Frustration, exasperation, vexation, certainly from an attacking perspective. Neither side. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours,
Hello,
it might not
everybody,
feel
and
like that.
welcome to today's
The
match.
stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. And that gets things running. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Yeah, Joshua Kimmich. In many ways, the ultimate modern fullback in that he contributes just as much offensively as he does defensively. He seems to have a great instinctive understanding of when to move forward, and that means he rarely gets caught out of position on the counter-attack. He should be a key player for this team.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. Shoot! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Mbappe. Nice bit of skill, and he's away. Olise. Pass somewhat off target. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
David showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Rijkaard with the foul, and that's going to be a booking. So we're still where we started right now. And it's Bellingham, played out wide. And here's Olise. Olise really struggling to influence the game.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly.
Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Tries to pass it through. He's in plenty of space here. Olise. Dani Olmo can see things others simply cannot. That has not gone well. He's having a hit! Same again, same outcome.
Nepal really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
And he can thump it away. And it's Rijkaard. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. And now a sudden chance to counter. It's a promising position. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. And a goal here just before half-time could mean a great deal. Now it's David.
Well, yet another interception, and a show of anticipation to be commended.
Bergson, a player who needs no introduction. Wan-Bissaka. Perez. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Zakaria. And for the first half, that is that. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Well, at least the defence can look back on a job pretty well done so far, Peter. I think they've squeezed the play quite well, and they've been relentless in their pressing. So the energy levels have looked good.
So, both teams still stuck on the starting blocks here, 0-0 at the break.
Substitutions taking place.
And we get things going again.
Nepal are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
Looking for the run. Mbappe! And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Great vision. Now it's Hazard. Always onto this. And he's in on goal. Real chance! And now they can clear their lines. And here's Inzaghi. Can he get on the end of this? Romero deals with that comfortably. Now, can they get him away? Oh, that's a key interception. Nicely weighted ball. Caught offside that time. Well, they've got it again. Milan are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
That is good alertness. Andrick. De Bruyne. Now it's Inzaghi. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Now it's Dani Olmo. And still, we await the first breakthrough. Just about up to 75 minutes.
That's a shame, because it was such a good decision. Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Great ball if he can get there.
Nepal really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Oh, that's well spotted. This is a promising build-up. Yamal. Now this could be a chance.
There's nothing more infuriating for a fan than seeing passing without penetration. They're just stuck in a rut.
And this is Hazard. That'll be a throw. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
He can run onto that.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw
2
now.
added minutes has been indicated.
Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. And the referee has shown him a yellow card.
Well, he was the one player you had to keep away from the area. Not the best way to do it, though.
The final whistle is imminent, but I do think he'll allow time for this free kick. So who is the target now? He's having a look at what's available.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
How they wanted to win. They did everything to win, but time has beaten them. So a tough one to gauge. Defensive dominance combined with wastefulness and Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff.
Tony Adams is the standout player, Peter.
He does stand out, Jim, of course, but Bellingham! Oh, off the bar! And that has been cleared. And he's quick to get rid. Nepal have reclaimed it. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Kaká charging forward, the ball at his feet. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. He's in a good position. And Seedorf! And here's Eto'o. Costa Curta did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. Seedorf can see things others simply cannot. Cristiano Ronaldo. And the ball's come loose here. And it's Seedorf. Diouf absolutely focused then on the defensive side of his game.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Madrid are a team that's fond of the low block. They sure defend in number. Right card! Mbappe. Bellingham. Kaká. Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Kaká cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here.
Oh, we expected better, and so did he. Bellingham is onto this. Kaká quietly revving up. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Seedorf. Kaká tries to pass it through. Delivers the ball, and a header! Oh, he's hit the bar! He's delivered all right! He'll take that. Perhaps not the prettiest, but they all count.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
Madrid have taken the lead.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Mbappe. And it's Kaká. Seedorf. And this is Eto'o. And the shot! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Kaká, and here's Cristiano Ronaldo. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! And that's in. They are purring, truly purring. And that is all they have time for.
Well, I don't think most of us were expecting a second, Peter. It's become pretty much the ideal half.
That certainly seems to be the case.
And that ought to encourage an even more ambitious approach in this second half, Peter, with control already established.
So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest.
Substitution on the field. Number 9, Mbappe. Number 10.
The second period is on the way.
Number 7.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
Oh, good climb! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Now looking to orchestrate a counter. He's a sharp little ball here. Well read, and the danger is averted. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Cristiano, header! And needless to say, that deserved better.
What a pass, one that literally dropped into his path. It was asking to be finished.
Rijkaard.
There's no doubt it's a long way back, but they can at least give us something to believe the gap might...
Dani Olmo! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Dani Olmo really must be thinking what he has to do to score there. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Cannavaro with the clearance. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Bellingham. And this is De Bruyne. Eto'o, who's set up one goal so far.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Oh, delightful ball. And this is Eto'o. No, he couldn't get hold of it. Nepal are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Defending was strong and firm. Well, good play on the left-hand side here. Kaka. Passing is crisp and sharp. Inzaghi makes a dash for it. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And the shot! It's in! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Substitutions taking place.
Time then for the first substitution of the game. A shift in momentum, perhaps.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
Filippo Inzaghi. And it's De Bruyne. Nicely weighted ball. Schneider. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
And this is Inzaghi. Inzaghi! And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Owen.
Nepal really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great.
It's Schneider! And that would have been game, set and match.
Well, the keeper spared a few blushes here. Going 2 down at this stage would have made it an awful long way back.
And it's been taken short. This looks promising. It's loose, and there's a race for the ball.
Madrid clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Brilliantly cut out. Now it's Inzaghi. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Now it's Owen. Mbappe. Time is running out here.
Yeah, they're really playing in hope at this point, but hope is something you can always cling to.
Rijkaard makes the interception. Now, can they get him away? Rijkaard. 5 minutes left on the clock. Mbappe!
What an absolute shame. The composure and imagination to set himself free. He should be locked up after that.
Rijkaard picks it up from the goal kick. Now he's got space here. Oh, well played, well played.
2 added minutes
Madrid
has been
really
indicated.
wanted that 2-goal cushion, but it wasn't to be. Still, they should be able to see it out from here.
Some intricate passing, looking to judge, surely! And he can thump it away. And that's that. Well, that was intense, an enjoyable contest that either could easily have won, ultimately decided by just the odd goal. How would you sum up
Just
what
a
we've
quick
witnessed,
reminder
Jim?
today,
Look,
please
Peter,
refrain
a strength
from
in any
parking
team has
outside
to be
the
at the
stadium.
heart of your
Thank
defence.
you very much
And I'm
for your
afraid they were
cooperation.
found wanting in that department.
And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin. A very good evening to you all. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here.
Hello,
A
everybody,
clear
and
night,
welcome
all
to
the
today's
ingredients
match.
for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter. Hi, everyone. The excitement has really picked up now, and I'm eager for the action to start.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. There's the whistle. Well, it's fair to presume, I suppose, that Lionel Messi will, as almost always, Jim, be carrying a huge burden of expectation here.
Yeah, but it won't bother him at all, Peter. He just delivers without...
Shapes to shoot! Oh, and another try! Yamal! Goal! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. And he's picked it up out wide. Fernandez. Fagioli. And claimed it back swiftly. Now it's Mbappe. Nepal leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. Perez. He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Searching pass he's played there. He is through here. And the finish! Oh, no shortage of confidence there.
Mbappe certainly looked hungry and exciting on the ball. Confidence is at play here.
Yamal. Now it's Fagioli. Lovely, now then. And it's Fernandez. He's had a shot! He's done very well to get to that.
Fernandez really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Mbappe. Bellingham. Looking to play him in. Nicely shaped ball. Costa Curta calmly anticipates. Rijkaard is the team's great visionary. Now it's Yamal. Approaching the half-hour mark. Tries to pass it through. It's a good run he's making out on the left. Looking for options for movement. And it's pulled back. Mbappe. Can he get on the end of this? No, that's been intercepted. And it's Fernandez. Sabani. That is good alertness.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. Wan-Bissaka. It's Perez. Perez making good progress. He's got away. Now it's Mbappe. Mbappe! And yes, it's there! And been looking for. Oh, delicious, such devilish curl.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it. He knew his landscape.
So that's two now without reply.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Gamal. Perez. Nicely weighted ball. There's the shot! Yes! And they're threatening to fly away here. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
And that is all they have time for. Well, I don't think many people saw this coming ahead of kickoff.
It's an eye-catching scoreline, but it's a fair reflection on what we've just seen in this first half, Peter. Now they just need to make sure they retain their focus until the very end. No slip-ups.
Nepal producing a nigh-on perfect 45 minutes. It's 3-0.
Substitution on the field. Number 8, Ferdinand. Coming on the field.
So let's get the ball rolling.
Number 6, De Bruyne.
And it's Messi. Nepal do appear to have made a half-time change.
Well, I think it's the perfect time to make a change.
Duke, forever the opportunist. A sniff, that's all he needs. And a chance! Oh, he's done it! Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal. And that means just one thing, match ball.
Well, talk about being on top of your game. Everything seems to be coming off for him.
This is a gloriously greedy performance. Aimed beyond the defence.
Such good technique.
Messi. Now who's going to be first to this? And here's Messi.
Just needs a little bit of fine-tuning.
And he shoots!
Nepal are clearly enjoying a very good spell. The flow of momentum is bang in their favour.
Now it's Yamal. It's a good foot in there. That is ended up in no man's land. Now it's Perez. Oh, that's superb. Tries a shot! And there's a goal! And the headlines continue to get darker and darker.
It's a mass exodus now. Certain sections of the stadium are leaving in droves, and you can't blame them.
Goal! After 64 minutes is number 4, El Diouf. El Diouf. El Diouf.